Hey, this is Paul from Brew Coffee, and I want to show you a quick trick that you can run at home to make a better Hario V60. So one of the problems you're going to run into is inconsistency, and one of the variables that you can't control without some knowledge is, are your filters actually good? And I've run into this issue where some filters are not good and they drain twice as slow. So we're going to look at what a good filter should drain like, and I'm going to be using a new filter here. I'm going to be timing it, and I'm going to be filling up my Hario. Now, I just want to fill up the Hario to the top, so the weight doesn't matter a ton. We're looking for an indication whether the filter is good or bad that you can do quickly in the morning before you waste a whole batch of coffee and make something that is subpar. So it's going to be around 180 to 200 grams to fill this Hario V60 01 size, so it's a smaller size. I'll be timing it, and I'll be filling it up. I've got a good filter, and then we'll sort of run through some bad filters and see if we can find any that don't work like we expect. Now, the challenging thing is that bag might have good and bad filters. So I'm gonna hit start and pour. It's around 190 grams. And I'm gonna hit lap once we get down to just the bottom of the Hario to sort of see what this looks like. Okay, so that took 16.8 seconds. That's actually a little bit slower probably than I'd like for a good filter, but you're gonna see some variation. All right, so let's look at what might be a bad filter, and we won't know until we actually test it. So I'm going to prep this one, and we're gonna do it again. Zero out, and we'll hit lap. All right, so my scale is going a little bit crazy, but this is actually a good example of what a slow drain looks like. So you can see the water level is going down slower. It's still going down, and we're at 23.5 seconds. That's super slow, that's not good. Let's take a look at a couple more. And I'm not gonna bother to weigh them because my scale decided it doesn't want to cooperate this morning. So it's more important that we just see an overall indication for how slow this is going to drain. So this is bad 2 from that same bag, and I'm going to hit lap. I'm going to start pouring. So I'll just fill to the top, and we'll watch this. So typically in a good filter, we'd see it drain really quick. In something like this one, we're seeing that this is significantly slower than the one I showed earlier. Right there, it's about done. So it's 23 seconds. So 23.08 seconds, not as fast as we'd like. And that's gonna cause problems. So I could keep on testing these. I think we're seeing a trend. I've seen these non-bleached filters drain up to 40 seconds, and that's gonna make a terrible cup of coffee. So if you're wondering why your coffee is not good, it could be that you've got a super slow drain. This one looks like it might be a little faster. It's hard to say. It's definitely not as zippy as our first one. And so if you find 22 seconds, so still not good. If you find that you have a filter that takes forever, don't use it. Try another filter and see if it's any better. These unbleached really don't seem to work very well. And you might have a bag that's totally different. There's different factories. There are different factories that are making these filters, and so they've got different materials and quality control. And because of that, we have some filters on the market that are not going to be very good. And what you'll see is if it's a 20+ second drain in your filter test with hot water, you're gonna see that you're not gonna be able to hit your recipe target. All right? So if we wanted to, we could retest one of these. You can just open it up, and if it's good after you've tested it, you don't have to throw it away. Just let it dry out and you can use it again, or you can use it right away, just putting it in your brew vessel. So I'll hit lap and we'll start over. Fill this one up, see what it does. And you can see the difference in speed. Now you are gonna want to do this with hot water, because with cold water, it's not gonna drain the same. Okay, so that was about 15 seconds. So significantly faster. That's gonna make a better cup of coffee. This is from a bag that's right here that I know is good after using it a few times. The problem you're gonna run into is that some bags, like this one right here, which gave me a lot of pain, this is a bad bag, and it took me a while to figure out that some were good and some were bad. So you're gonna have to test. If you're noticing some inconsistency, run the water test and go for around 180 grams, 200 grams, see how long that takes. It doesn't have to be 100% accurate, you just need a ballpark. Yes, this is slow, no, this is not. And then I would use that to brew. Thanks for watching. If this was helpful, hit the like button, and I will see you in the next video.